All right, good day. Today's Total Body Fitness is going to be a full body workout. It's going to be on the easier side today, but you're always welcome to amp it up to your level. We're going to get started with a chair. So bring your chair on out. And we're gonna start by just tapping it with a foot. So you can hold on for balance if you need, or you can bring your hands to your hips, and you're gonna bring the foot up and tap the chair. If you don't have a chair to tap, you can just lift the leg up. But a chair gives you just a little bit more height than maybe you would do if you're just doing a standing leg lift. Four, three, two, and one. Next, you're going to put your hands onto the chair and you're going to kick the leg behind you. Let's keep the legs straight for this round. Leg straight lift, and then you switch leg straight lift. When you're doing this, you want to look down out in front of you, maybe just past your chair on the floor, and we lift and lift, lift and lift, lift and lift and lift and lift. Nice. Do a quick stretch here. So widen your stance. Maybe you can come down onto your elbows and just lean back and forth. And then coming up, we're going to take a side bend. So you're going to place your hand onto the chair, going to bring your feet all the way together, tighten up your legs, so squeeze your thigh muscles and gently squeeze your glutes as well. Your belly is going to be firm, but not overly firm, and then you're going to lean over to the side and then come back up. We're going to stay to the same side. We will do 5 side bends. So we lean over and come up, 1. Lean over, come up, 2. Lean over, 3. Lean, 4. And lean for 5. Let's switch to the other side. You slide and lean and come up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next, you're going to do a seated cat and cow, and you're going to bring your chest forward, pushing it, creating a back bend, and then you're going to round in through the spine, bringing your chin towards your chest. Seated cat and cow. You can take your gaze up as far as you like, feeling the stretch through the neck, where we hold lots of tensions and such. And then coming back to center, shoulder rolls. So bring the shoulders forward, up and back and around. And we're going to do a heel toe. So you're going to toe, heel, going as wide as you can, feeling the stretch in the inners. And then you bring them back in, warming up the ankles, working on your internal and external rotation, and also working on the knees. Working the muscles here. Only go as far as comfortable for you, so maybe it's just this. But if you can go wider, take it a little wider. Remember to sit up tall, have good posture. Really keep working those feet. You'll start to feel it in your ankles. If you keep it moving, really lift up the toes as you go. Lift them. Nice. Now we're going to sit down and stand up. We'll do this 10 times. So when you do this, your feet are about hip width distance apart, and you really want to try to track your knees forward. So you're going to lean forward, track the knees forward towards your toes. Don't let them knock inward like that if you can help it. And then same thing when you come down, double check that your knees are going right centered with your feet. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now shake it out. And then twist. Just gently let your arms plop onto the body. Going to use the back of the chair again, so head on back. So you're going to bring your right leg out to the side, and you're going to slide down. Holding this position, you're going to lift the leg. Okay? So we're going to stay in this side bend, 10 leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Shake it out. And we're going to switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to come back to seated and do a real quick hip stretch. So you're going to sit down. Going to bring your right knee way up towards your chest. And then change. Bring the other leg up. Now you can hold onto the front of the leg like I am. You can also hold underneath the leg. And change. Next, we're going to do seated figure 4. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee best you can. And then you're going to just let the leg relax. You can just rest your arms on your leg to give it a little bit of weight. And then change, other side. And now we're going to do a little bit of ab work using the chair. So you're going to lean back, hands can come back for support, and we're going to extend the leg, and we're going to knee drive in and up. Your spine is tall and strong, and when you bring the knee up, try not to let yourself collapse down. Stay upright. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a rest. Open up your legs, and we're going to side bend. Take a little side stretch, and side stretch. One more time, side stretch, and side stretch. Other side. Just because it's designed for beginners doesn't mean it's not hard, right? Lean back, extend the leg. We're going to knee drive in. Nice tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Open the legs a little and side bend. Side bend. Side bend. And side bend. We're going to come back to standing. Going to use the back of the chair just for balance. We're going to do a little hamstring work. So you're going to extend one foot back. We're going to keep it back. You're going to tap the toe down to the floor, hamstring curl, bending the knee. You're trying to take the heel up to the ceiling versus bringing the heel into your glute, okay? So you want to keep this leg back. We're going to bend at the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. We're going to go back to a sit down, stand up. Now, if you are really strong and want to do more than just sitting down and standing up, you can start to try to favor one leg. Meaning that if I'm going to, let's say I stand on my left, your right, okay? And then we tap this other foot, you're going to use mostly your right leg to sit down and stand up, imagining that this leg is under recovery from a surgery. So you'd sit down and stand up. If it's too much for you, you bring both feet underneath you and you sit down and stand up. If you can, we're going to do 5 and 5 on each side. Otherwise, it's 10 total with both legs. All right, pick whichever leg you want to start on. And you're going to sit down and stand up 1. So I got very little weight on this foot. Leaning forward for 2. That will get more into your glute for 3. And there's 4 and 5. Other side. Putting that foot out, putting more weight now onto the other leg. We stand out, sit down, stand up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit of body heat going on right now. So go ahead and move your chair a little bit out of your space. You're going to grab your 3-pound weights or your lightest set of weights that you've got. You're going to start with a front arm raise. So you've got many different hand hold positions. Hold it wherever it's the most comfortable for you and your shoulders. The options you have would be palms inward, palms down, or somewhere in between, like a diagonal angle. You can also do it with the palms up, okay? We're gonna do 12 of these. So knees are soft, so put a little bend, a little shake in your legs. Your core is strong, okay? Even though we're working the shoulders, when the arms are out here, you should feel your back muscles all around your center tighten up and lower. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you got 2 more in you, take it. 11 and 12. Woo, shake them out. Next, we're going to squat and overhead press. Now, if you've got a shoulder that you know you can't go up, you can just squat down and do a bicep curl or a half up, like a little pump. Let's do 10 of these. Squatting down. See if you can press all the way up. That's 1. Squat and press. 2. Squat and press. 3. Squat and press. 4. Squat and press. 5. Squat and press. 6. Here we go. Number 7. Nice and easy. Down you go and up for 8. Down and up for 9. Going on that trip, putting something on the overhead pin. And 10, right? Gotta be able to do that. And if you got an extra 1, take it. All right, we're gonna change out these weights for your resistance band. So hopefully your band is long enough that it can go around your ribs and you can hold it with your arms straight out in front of you. So what we're looking to do is straighten the arms, and we're gonna do a shoulder scapular work. So I'm not bending my elbows and pushing like this. I'm moving my shoulder blades in and out or forward and back, or whatever way you want to think of that. I kind of feel like I'm trying to do a plank really hard, and then relax my shoulders. Push plank really hard, push that band really hard, and then relax my shoulders and letting the band kind of bring them together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo. And then you're going to take the band and we're going to do banded pull aparts. You're pushing the shoulder blades apart by reaching the arms way forward, and then you're going to start to bring the shoulder blades together before the arms even really begin to move or anything. My shoulder blades start. I'm going to squeeze those shoulder blades and then pull on the band and then relax. Shoulder blades come in and together, then I pull and then relax. And if you can get the band to pull all the way till it taps you right in the sternum, that is excellent. If you need to take a quick shake break, take a quick shake break and then get right back in it. Shoulder blades, really focusing on that, initiating the movement, not just pulling on the band. Takes a little finesse and mind-body control. And then relax and shake it out when you're ready. No hurries. Woo. All right, next we're gonna do a bow and arrow. So you're gonna extend the arms forward. The grip is gonna be a little bit tighter here, closer together, because you're gonna bend one elbow and pull back. Now, we're not gonna just work the upper body, we're gonna work the torso as well. So I'm gonna ask for you to get into a lunge position that feels okay to you. I'm gonna turn to the side. I'm gonna step my right foot forward and left foot back. You're gonna reach the arms forward, hands pretty close together. Your right knee can bend a little bit. Now I'm going to bend the right elbow so I can turn to the right. So if your right leg's out in front, I'm twisting to the right. And what we're looking to do is contract the abs. So you can do this exercise even if you don't have a band. You would twist and contract and contract, okay? That's what we're looking to do. The band just helps you get there. Also, you work the arms a little bit too. So let's see, let's do 10 of these. We're gonna keep that left arm really straight, locked out. The right arm stays bent, and you, little twist, 1. It's a little pulse, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, gotta work your balance too, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Try the other side. Now your left leg will be forward and your right leg back. You're gonna bend the left elbow. Your right arm stays straight and locked out, and you're gonna turn to the left. You're gonna feel the abs start to twist. You're gonna contract. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Woo. All right, you can put your band down. You're going to change this and get to 8-pound weight. That's great. A gallon of milk weighs 8.62 pounds. So you know you got to be able to at least pick up a gallon worth of something. Maybe it's a gallon of water, but actually water weighs less. It's the fat content. All right, we are going to start with the hands down by the sides, and as you curl them up, you're going to turn the wrists so that the fingernails face your shoulders, and then when you return back down, the fingernails will face your legs. So you're doing a little bit of an external rotation up, and then returning back down nice and slow. Here we go. We curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you got 2 more. Otherwise, take a break at 10. It's okay. And 12. All right. I'm going to come back to using the chair for some plank. All right, so your forearms are going to go in the chair. Your feet are going to step back on the mat. And what we're going to do is we're going to knee drive. So we're going to bring the knee forward up towards the chest or towards the chair. We're going to do this 10 times. So you're going to come down, feet back, legs strong, arms strong. You're going to bring your knee into the chair or towards your chest and then change legs. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Excellent. Do a quick stretch and stand up. Take your time. We're going to lean over to the side again, and we're using this side oblique, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to just come up and lower back down, but don't come all the way up because that's going to rest. Now there's a way to make it harder, and that's without the chair or without standing straight up. You can do it in kind of a wide stance, doing a lean over and pulse. We're looking to work right here in the side oblique, okay? Your side obliques are pretty strong typically, so you may not feel this very much, but do know you are working. But we're really working is not just the strength here, but the mobility of the spine, okay, and that lateral bend. So don't make it hurt, okay? Don't look for extreme discomfort core work, all right? So you're gonna lean over a little bit and you're gonna kind of pulse, and you can put your hand right here on your side to kind of feel those back muscles working just a little bit. It's just enough to contract to bring yourself up. Contract to bring yourself. And working the spine in this side bend position. And then we'll come up and we'll switch to the other side. You can use your hand on the leg as support, hand to the side back area, and we're just trying to little pulses now, working now this upper side. Might be your left side, my right. You can move slow, really feel a contraction here. It's hard to do in a lengthened position, so we're stretching it and then trying to contract it. It's easier to do bananas where you're lying on the floor and you're making that muscle shorter, but we are trying to shorten the muscle, but it's stretched, right? So it's always harder to do. And then come on up. We're going to round down. So hands to the thighs, belly comes in to touch either your knees or your shins, and then come back up. We're going to work the abs. So contract in, round and down, and come back up. I'm going to round it down and come back up. One more time, rounding down and come back up. Now we're going to stagger the feet. We're going to round down and come back up, but this time we're going to do kind of not a back bend. I don't want to say back bend, but we're going to take the hips forward and lean the shoulders back. When you do that, you're going to feel your abs have to be tight in order for you not to actually go into a back bend. Both my knees are flexed and I'm actually working my thighs as well. So I'm going to come forward, abs strong, and then I'm going to come back, abs strong. You're going to feel this back leg probably do a lot of work as well. So you go forward and back. I feel like I'm just kind of doing a bow forward and hinge back, but I'm not just doing it without focus of the abdominal core, okay? So one, strong abs right there. You're going to rise through, you're going to be relaxed. Then you're going to tighten up the abs again as you start to lean back a little bit and then come back to center. That's 1. 2, no back bend. 3, you're just leaning back. Your hips go forward. 4, and 5. Change feet. You do a little lean forward. The feet aren't too far apart. And then lean back. Feel those abs work. Feel that back leg work. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to get your yoga blocks out, and you're also going to need 2 medium weights. So I'm going to grab my 5s and your blocks. We're going to start with deeper lunges. So you're going to bring your blocks to your feet or towards the top of your mat, and you're going to step a foot back, and then you're going to change feet by stepping forward and stepping back. Now, yes, your legs are doing a lot of work, your glutes are doing a lot of work, but I really want you to feel your abdominals have to contract it in, okay? So hands are down. Now you can always put your hands on the chair if this is too deep for you. You're going to step a foot back into a nice low lunge. From here, you're going to put your weight forward and bring that foot forward slowly, but contract through your abs. Feel the abdominals pull in, contract hard, step it forward, change feet. Take a minute to break, contract the abs, and then step it forward. Now, once again, if the going down is too low, you can still put your hands onto a chair, really close to the chair you would go. Step back. You still want to contract the abs. Step forward. Step back, relax, contract the abs, and step forward. So it's still there. This is just a little bit deeper in the legs. Let's try another couple. Contract, step forward, step back, contract, and step forward. All right, guys, we're going to come down onto the mat. We're going to do some side plank work to work the abdominals. Option to be on the hand or the elbow, but really I think that the exercise is done better on the elbow. So that's how I will demonstrate it. But if for whatever reason you got an elbow situation, go ahead and make the adjustment for yourself. So you're going to come down onto your left elbow. I'm mirroring you. Your right hand is going to be onto your hip. Your legs here, you want them kind of towards the back of the mat. So that way when you lift up your hips, that you are a little bit more flat here and not too bent. So you can use your top hand to help you lift if you can't quite get there due to shoulder weakness or ab weakness or hip weakness, and then you're going to come all the way back down. For those that are a little bit more advanced, you have an option to lift a leg up in the air or keep it out and extended, and lift and lower would be harder like this, or even a bent knee like that, okay? So we're going to do 10 down and ups. There's some options for you. If you're super strong and advanced, you can also take this 5-pound weight or your medium weight up into the air as you do your hip lifts. So there's something for everybody. Up and down with the hips in a side plank 10 times, your variation. Here we go. Ready? We go down. Now you're squeezing this side. Push hard with the arm. 1. Squeeze the side that's closest to the mat. 2. 3. Really work it. 4. 5. You should feel this side that's closest to the mat. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. All right, let's switch to the other side. And we begin. Tap, lower, squeeze it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. All right, next you're going to come onto your back. So I want you to just lie here with your knees bent for a minute and feel that your back is not necessarily, the lower back is not pushing and smashing down into the mat. Okay, so it's kind of just neutral and relaxed. Now, are you able to tighten up your abs without pushing that back down. So what that would maybe entail is like if you were to blow up a balloon. So take a breath in and blow out strong. You'll feel your abdominals tighten, but it's not necessary to push your lower back to make it work, right? So we're going to try to brace those abs, tighten them up without smashing your lower back. Now your hips are down, your upper back is on, but that lower back is still a little bit off. You're going to hold that brace and you're just going to pick up your right foot a couple inches off of the floor and then set it back down, and then you're going to pick up your left foot a couple inches off the floor. Now I'm not trying to work the hip flexors here at all. I'm not trying to work any of this part of my legs. I'm just trying to lift it up and keep the abs on without pushing it down into the floor. See what you can do with that. Because you want a strong core in its neutral state. And we do a lot of, roll-ups, sit-ups, crunch-ups, and things like that that push the lower back flat. And, there's good to that, but there's also really good to just strengthening in its natural position. So keep this marching and just notice as you pick it up, how your body shifts. You want to try to keep yourself as centered and not let it twist very much at all. And now you're going to bring both knees into your chest. You're going to feel your lower back go flat. You're going to bring your legs up to a dead bug position. This is going to be harder, but still see if you can not necessarily push hard your lower back in or do the opposite, let it back bend. I'm trying to find that neutral position that my abs are working and holding this position instead. Knees are stacking over the hips. That's the hardest position. If your knees are too far in towards your chest, it becomes easy, and then you're going to feel your lower back start to flatten out. So we want to get it and hold it here. They're just holding this isometric. Really focusing on that lower back, trying to stay consistent. And then relax. Feet come down. Go wide with your stance so that your knees can roll from side to side. You're going to grab one of your medium weights and you're going to push it up towards the ceiling. Now I'm going to go ahead and change onto my left hand so that I can reach out to the right side. So I'm going to put the weight in my left hand. My right arm's going to come out to the side a little bit. And I'm going to twist. So I'm going to lift my head. I'm going to lift my left arm. I'm trying to reach it up towards the ceiling, turning and twisting without the arm going over to the side. I'm just reaching straight up to the ceiling. And then you'll lower your shoulder back down, and then you're going to push and twist again. Okay, so this is the movement. We've got 10 on each side. You're going to lift your head. You're going to twist. 1. You shouldn't feel much happening in your lower back at all. 2. Or pushing that lower back, and you shouldn't be thinking any of that lower back stuff. Just think rolling your shoulder up to the side. I think you're on 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. And take rest. And now do the other side. So the arm is out a little bit to the side so that you can roll onto that shoulder. The weight best you can. The more straight up to the ceiling and over your shoulder, the harder it is. If you bring it this way toward your knees, it actually helps you. It makes it a little easier. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. All right, one more ab exercise. You're gonna pull the knees in. Go ahead and bring them in as tight as you can go. Reposition yourself. And now we are going to push the lower back into the floor and relax. So your legs can be extended, lifting up towards the ceiling a little bit. And you're gonna push your lower back and then relax. You're gonna squeeze those abs and relax. And you're gonna feel the lower back flatten, and that's okay. In this particular instance, this is what's called a reverse crunch. I'm trying to work my abdominals without working my legs or my hip flexors. So I'm just doing a contraction of the abdominals and then relaxing. Contract and relax. And then the next challenge, it's really, really hard to do while you're doing this. See if you can keep your neck relaxed and your shoulders relaxed, not letting them move. A common thing, because everything's connected, right? So they're gonna move a little bit, but see if you can do it without the shoulders doing any kind of weird like assist. Relax those arms, relax your neck, and just contract at your abdominals. But I want you to feel everything working basically from your ribs down. Controlled is the name of the game. Now this time you're gonna squeeze those abs and just hold it there and hold it there, hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. That's it, keep holding, don't stop. You should feel the fire burn now. I feel mine. And relax. Go wide with your feet and roll those knees to stretch it out in a little windshield wiper stretch. Gonna roll onto your side for a banana. So roll up onto whichever side it is that you're on. You are gonna stay down on your shoulder though, okay? The top hand is gonna be in front of you so that it is on the floor, so you roll forward off your hip bone. You're gonna lift your head, so you're working the side of your neck, and you're gonna lift your top leg to begin. Here you're gonna start to squeeze and feel the side oblique. From here, the bottom leg, see if you can lift it as well. If it's too much on your hip, you lay it back down. It's more important to feel the contraction here than it is to worry about having the legs both together. Holding here. If you want to add a little pulse, you can. But I like a still squeeze. I like to feel just this, as much of a contraction as I can get. And then release. If you would like to do a spinal twist, this is your opportunity. You're gonna bend your knees in. You're gonna bring the back of the head to the mat. If you don't want to, you can just stay lying on your side like this. If you wanna open it up, you're gonna bring the back of the head down and twist into it. All right, guys, and then roll back. We're gonna switch to the other side. This is your last exercise for the day. It's a banana. Lying all the way down onto the shoulder. You're going to start with the top hand in front, so you roll slightly forward off that hip bone. You're going to lift your head up off of the floor so that you're working the side of the neck, and you're going to lift your top leg. Make sure the leg is going backwards because you want to squeeze these muscles on the side of your waist, right around your belly button area. You can hold that or pulse it. You can also lift the bottom leg a little bit. That will intensify. Nice, good old squeeze here. Four, 3, 2, and rest. Bend your knees so that they come in. You can just rest here on your side unless you've chosen the spinal twist option. You're gonna bring the back of your head to the mat and relax. And then rolling back onto your side, make your way up to seated. Woo. All right, guys, that's it for today. Total Body Fitness. We'll see you next time. It's weird how the body reacts to different moves, right? It was probably just fatigued from all the abdominal work you were doing, and it just said, wait, I don't know what you're doing to me. Stop that.